Hey YouTubers, Grimmy
He has
Dragon here,
views.
and once again it's
BWBS.
review time. And today we are taking a
Yes,
look at the
I'm 10 years old.
Transformers
Actually, I'm
Legends
15.
Topspin and Twintwist with Peacemaker and Spoil Sport.
Don't we like doing these every
I
other month?
never got a chance to get a hold of Titan's Return and Twintwist, unfortunately. But I did get Topspin. You know, I love that toy. I thought it was one of the best ones to come out of last year. So now we got the Japanese versions. We got Topspin, we got Twintwist, and they came with Target Masters, Peacemaker, and Spoil Sport. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. And yes, we have them in these nice little robot mode, not robot modes, vehicle modes. And they're very vibrant in the blues and got a nice little gray tone to them as well, which is pretty cool. But before we get into these guys, let's get into their Target Master buddies. Because as you know, these guys were meant to go with the Autobot Target Masters. I know Sure Shot. Okay. Yeah, Peacemaker goes with Point Blank. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart there, but yeah. They are meant to go with those characters, and it's a shame that we didn't get them, but at least we got the Target Masters for their inevitable release. I hope. But let's see, we should definitely do some articulation checks. So we got ball jointed shoulders, hinged hips, ball jointed knees. There is a waist and neck, but they're kind of locked by the backpack and connected to each other. So if you move the waist, the head moves around with it, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is. And their articulation is the same. Oddly enough, I do like the fact that they have the inversed color schemes, much like Topspin and Twintwist. So that is a plus. And it does help them work with these two. Now for a quick comparison, let's bring in their buddy Pinpointer. So yeah, we have the 3 Target Masters. We need their partners, but here's hoping they will come out soon. Anyway, I guess we should get to transforming these guys. I almost forgot. Shouldn't have bothered taking them off at the stage, but here we go. So we'll just flip this guy around like so. And as I said, the hips and neck are the same, so they move together. We'll rotate the knees, flip the legs forward, just make sure the arms are out of the way, and we're done with one of them. We'll rinse and repeat. Flip this up, rotate the hips, which rotates the head as well. Flip the knees around and bring them up. And yes, we have the 2 guns. Pretty nice weapons. Very pleased with them. And they can combine with each other. So you can do the double Target Master thing if you want. And that's pretty cool. But let's get a look at their partners. And yeah, we can actually just peg them onto the peg holes like if we want. I'm not going to do that right now. So yes, we'll bring in Topspin first, since we've seen him before. And this is a much more vibrant blue than the Hasbro release. If I bring that in, yeah, you can tell there's a bit of a more vibrance to the blue. This is more of a greenish blue, and it really does make a difference. The silvers are still nice. Striping's about the same, maybe a little different, not much. It's really just the blue and the low off-white that are different between them. Oh yeah, and these vents. The black instead of the blue does make a difference. But yeah, we should also look at the Headmaster, or Headmaster in this case. If I can get it open. Yeah, this is one case where you have to kind of transform it to get to the cockpit. But yeah, take a look. And for the most part, he is not really painted except for the face. But really, the face is all he needs for paint, because he looks a lot like Topspin does, which is good. So I'm quite pleased with this. And see if we can get this open. Yeah, here we go. And we'll bring in that Hasbro version. As you can see, yeah, no face paint. Face paint makes all the difference in the world. But yeah, that's all there is to that. But we should take a look at the newer one, Twintwist, who I never got a chance to hold on to before this. And yes, he is a lot like Topspin. They are pretty much sharing the same mold, retools of each other. But this is still very effective. It's on the little caster wheels. Don't roll too well on my stage here, but that's alright. Still looks really nice. Got the two drills, got a nice big headlight there. Vents are done in red and yellow, which is okay. And yeah, if we can get to his Headmaster, easier said than done, you can tell his plastic colors are inverted from Topspin's, except for the thighs, which are the same. Oh well. Still, he has the painted face, which is good. And these two guys do look good together. So I'm quite pleased with that. And yeah, that works out quite well. Now, I'll bring in one more comparison for these guys, and that's with Windblade, because she came with Pinpointer. And, you know, she does look good with them. They don't really relate to each other very much, or at all, really. But yeah, it's nice to have the three Target Master figures together. So we got that. Now these guys do have a fan-moded combined form, thanks to the included comics. And while it took me a while, I actually figured out how to do it. So we're going to start with that before we get them into robot mode. Start with Topspin here by bringing out these parts here. Basically starting his transformation to robot mode. Put that around, bring the cockpit in like that. And then we separate the legs, bringing them out just a bit and around. Want the back part to actually meet up with the joint, with the swivel, and that'll get it just right. And then we're flipping this around because that's going to be the main connection point. So we got that done. On to Twintwist, and he's a lot easier to do. Now, you can have Twintwist in the cockpit, Twintwist's Headmaster in the cockpit while you do this, but because I already took him out, I'm not going to bother. Just bring out his legs, much like Topspin's. Meet them up the same distance, roughly. Try to keep them together, like so. And it's easy. You just bring these together. Legs clip into legs. It's a little tricky to get it aligned right. Then you bring that up, adjust the elbows. And voila, the combined drill tank jet. Which is, well, let's face it, it's kind of ridiculous looking. Still, it's a thing you can do, and I kind of like it. And we'll just come up here, bring it in. And we'll bring back Topspin just to compare the two. Now really, you're supposed to take the Target Masters and plug them into Twintwist sides. Although this can be kind of tricky because they do not go in easy. And when you try to readjust them, they pop apart. So I'm not going to bother with that. But yeah, you get the idea. They are quite interesting to combine. But enough about that. Let's get them into their regular robot mode. And that's easy enough. From here, we'll go with Topspin. I'm getting them confused. So we just pull out the arms, flip them in like that, and like that. Bring that down, bring that around, bring that in. Flip that up, bring that in, flip out the feet, and then close the leg. Down, kneecap out, flip out the foot, close the leg. Take the head, fold it in half, and then plug it into the body. And we have Topspin all done. And he's looking good. So let's get on to Twintwist. We just put these out, bring out the arms, flip up the cockpit, bring this up, and the rest is going to go much like with Topspin. It's actually all going like Topspin would. Flip these up, put that in, flip out the feet, bring this out, close the leg, bring them forward, rotate the waist, fold that in, rotate the torso, and reconnect. Make sure you get it aligned right, which is easier said than done apparently. Yeah. Bring out the arms, flip these back. Bring out this arm, flip out the hands, bring that back. Grab the headmaster, fold him in half, and plug him into the body, which doesn't always want to cooperate. There we go. And he is in robot mode. And looking quite nice. So, yeah, we got them both in their robot modes and looking good. So yes, I do like the robot modes, although I did forget one important thing, to compare the vehicle modes to their G1 counterparts, which I'll correct by posting a picture of them right about now. So yeah, you can tell these guys are heavily upgraded versions of their G1 selves. They got rid of the Jumpstarter gimmick, and they don't have those peekaboo heads anymore. So yes, this is definitely an improvement. Now on to the robot modes. They are both very nice figures. A lot of the sculpting is identical, but there are some differences, especially in the shoulders, the heads, and the kibble, obviously. And yeah, some of the legs are different too. But that's okay, because they are still very nice figures. And I do like having them. Now the articulation is the same on both of them, so we'll take a look at Twintwist here, because he's the newer one. And you got a ball jointed head thanks to the Titan Master head joint. You got ball jointed shoulders. Got that hinge at the shoulder for extra movement. Bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. No wrist. But you do get a waist, which is good. Ball jointed hips. Thigh swivel. About 90 at the knee. And that's about it. And like I said, they have identical articulation, so that covers both of them. Still, I do like it. And again, the blues and grays are much more vibrant than on the Titans Return versions. And we'll bring in Titans Return Topspin just for a comparison here. As you can see, there is a significant difference in those blues. A little bit more than what my camera shows. Like I said, the blue on Titans Return is a bit greener than what is on the Legends toy. So yeah, very different. And another difference between the Hasbro and Takara versions are the weapons. Topspin got these two nice little guns, and Twintwist got them as well, from what I understand. While the Legends versions just got the Target Masters. No other guns, which is a shame. I'm glad we got the Target Masters. I would have liked their original guns too, just to give some variety and to give them something to hold when one day we get the proper partners for these guys. Still, they do look nice in their partners' hands, and I do feel good about it. But we can also take these guns, and they'll fit in their Legends counterparts' hands just fine. In my case, since I don't have Titans Return Twintwist, they gotta share Topspins. So they get one gun apiece, which is fine. Fine with me. That looks good. But let's get a comparison with their G1 selves, whose colors better match the Hasbro versions, but you can tell, big improvement. Like, gigantic improvement, really. So I'm quite pleased with these new guys. Okay, so got one more couple more comparisons before we wrap this up. First of all, Windblade, because she was a Target Master substitute as well. So having those three together is good. And then we'll bring in, since these guys were wreckers, let's bring in the other wreckers. So we got Cup. We gotta have Springer. Bring in Iron Fist. Gonna have to back this up a bit, because there are a lot of wreckers. Gotta have Impactor. Yeah. He's one of the lead guys for this group. Just back this up a little bit more, if I can. So I'll get him out of the way. We gotta bring in Swirl. Bulkhead. Get Broadside. It's a bit small for the character, but it works, I guess. Roadbuster. Wheeljack. Not sure if he was actually a wrecker, but we'll bring in Punch. Again, another one I'm not sure of, but we'll bring him in anyway, and that's Blue Streak. If he can be seen in there. There we go. Yeah, I think we can see him. Okay. And last but not least, Sea Spray. So yeah, nice big group of wreckers. It's awesome. Good to have these guys. And I am quite pleased with them. So I hope you are pleased with this review. Please leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. I will see you next time. So until then, goodbye out there, whatever you are.